What makes the Detroit Lions so exciting is that they are so young and that we've seen Brad Holmes draft incredibly well and really develop a young team. So I didn't realize that the Lions have stars that are, I thought, yeah, under 25, under 24, under 20. We have some stars that are really young. Let's take a look at it here real quick. I don't know if you guys realize this. Penei Sewell entering his third season is 22 years old. Now, I remember that when we drafted him, he was 20 years old. He had actually opted out of his final season. So, like the last year he played football, he was like 19 years old and was the best offensive lineman in the country at like 19 years old. And we draft him. Like everything about Penei Sewell is like, okay, yeah, this guy's for real. So we take him. And it was a cornerstone pick for the Lions. Brad Holmes. We all remember the reaction. It was Brad Holmes' first pick. The whole thing about it. But he's 22. I just didn't realize he was that young. He was the fifth highest graded right tackle in the league by PFF, and he only allowed 2 sacks all year in 17 games played. He stays on the field. He stays healthy. Remember his rookie year, he went left tackle, right tackle. He went all over the place. He's just there. He shows up. Remember that the Lions game plan around Penei Sewell. They put him in the game plan on swings or on like draw plays, and he gets out in front of on different plays. I mean, the guy is just incredible. So he's 22 years old. Amon-Ra St. Brown, only 23 years old, and he as well entering his third year in the league. Remember, he was the 17th receiver taken in the draft. He can name them all, the whole thing. It's awesome. So here's the thing about him. Through 33 games, he ranks first in franchise history with almost 200 catches, 8+ reception games at 11, and second in receiving yards at over 2,000 in his first 2 seasons. This guy just gets the game. He's quick. He's tough. He's tough to bring down. Strong hands. Absolutely love it. So 196 through his first 2 seasons is tied for an NFL record. He's constantly breaking records. He's constantly like in the record books doing things. I love it. Okay, another one. 22 years old, Aiden Hutchinson. Last year, Hutchinson showed, okay, yep, like he's just gonna get it, and you could just tell. Wait until year 2 and beyond when this guy just gets a little bit bigger. Didn't it feel like he got a little tired at points in the game? He was out there a ton. It just felt like give this guy one more year, and you can already see it. The offseason programming, the pictures, the videos that you've seen from Aiden Hutchinson. He's just bigger, stronger. Legitimately looks more Bosa like now going into his second year. And that was the only thing on him. Man, does he have yes, he does. He's got the bend. He's got the speed. He's got the relentlessness. He's got the ball hawking ability. Ball hawk's the wrong word. He's not a safety, but he can get around the ball. He had interceptions. We've got him. We've got our defensive end. It's unbelievable. Aiden Hutchinson is the man, and can't wait to see what he does in year 2, 3, and beyond. So, and you look at these, and this first 3 I went through. Got your cornerstone tackle, cornerstone defensive end, cornerstone wide receiver playmaker. I mean, those are things that NFL teams look for year after year after year, and it's hard to find. He's not under 23, but James Houston's 24. Can't wait to see what he does in year 2. A guy that the coaches said, hey, he's got to just kind of figure it out. That's what took him so long to get on the field in week 12 last year. But he finally gets on the field, and he's explosive, and he can do so many things. So he had 8 sacks in 7 games or whatever it was, however many games. Yeah, 7 games. 8 sacks in 7 games. So is he going to keep that pace? Probably not, right? I mean, that'd be awesome. But the point is, this guy's just going to get sacks. He's going to be used. Can't wait to see how we use him. Now, the last guy is the most intriguing for me, just because it doesn't seem right that here's this 3rd-round pick from Illinois, comes in, makes plays, can track the ball, good hands, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, fumble recovery. Aaron Rodgers 3 times, said he should have had 6 against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, all this stuff that just doesn't make sense. And yet it's like, I think we got a good one here. So Kirby Joseph, he's got confidence like through the roof. Like that's another thing about him that you absolutely love. So you just start looking at who the Lions have. There's another piece that everyone wants a good safety these days. Safety, defensive end, tackle, wide receiver. We have the quarterback. Running backs looks good now. We have our hopefully in Jameson Williams when he comes back. You've got these pieces, and it goes back to drafting. It's so important, and that's why we had Brad Holmes come here. Remember, Brad Holmes comes here separately than Dan Campbell. Remember that Brad Holmes, like his thing is he just can draft well. He can draft well. So I was like, oh, all right, here we go, build through the draft. And didn't it seem like just such a long process back in 2021? It's like, all right, let's build this thing up. And sure enough, a couple years goes by super fast. And now all of a sudden you look, and now that there's been time to see, really games played and things happened. Wow, this guy can draft. The Amon-Ra St. Brown pick will always be the one for me. The 4th round, you grab this wide receiver. It's like, is he undersized? Is he big? Like, who is this guy? I don't even know who he is, and he is incredible. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Not only are the Lions good, but they're young with a lot of ceiling. It's not, the Rams went all in a couple years ago. Obviously, we were part of that with Stafford. It was Stafford. It was, Aaron Donald. It was like older guys, Jalen Ramsey. I guess he's not too old, but they're just trading for vets and doing anything they can to get guys. And now, it's fallen apart, and they're trying to rebuild, and they don't, it's not that. It's not an all-in-one. It's just a young core building together. And we all love that Brad Holmes now can keep that together. And that's going to be the next thing that we're going to watch with Brad Holmes is, okay, you've drafted really well. Now, how do you keep this core? Can you re-sign everybody? Do you trade? Like, how does he do that? Who cares? We'll worry about that later. Right now, continues to draft well, continues to bring in guys smartly. Free agents are just not a thing that we're going to get crazy about. But this year felt like we had a little window, needed to get free agents. Do it. Secondary looks good. Really, Sutton is the only guy that we gave a long-term deal to. Everybody else, Mosley, 1-year deal. CJ Gardner-Johnson, 1-year deal. Everything is just doing, it's so smartly ran. It's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's hard to really wrap your mind around it. And that's why we're all excited about this year and beyond. That's the big key. It's not, yes, we're excited about this year, but it's just, I don't see us just falling off anymore like we used to year after year of just like, well, had one good year, fall off, have 2 good years, have 5 bad years. Like that's this tough. Now I think we've just got a really good trajectory. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.